All right, there's going to be no weather radio right now. We're getting everything set up for the severe weather coverage, so it's going to be just a minute before we can get things going. We're just going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Radar just lit up right now. The reason why we're coming on the for Santa Rosa County in Florida, and it is all because of a stalled boundary. So let's go ahead and get it going. Let's go ahead and get it rolling. Live from the Is Weather Time Texamet Studios.
Severe weather coverage starts right now.
Alright guys, welcome to the severe weather coverage. We have a flash flood warning for Santa Rosa County. To the severe weather coverage. This is for a stalled. It's a stalled boundary. This warning expires in 42 minutes. The National Weather Service in Mobile has issued a flash flood warning for northern Santa Rosa County and northwestern Florida at 2:29 Central Daylight Time. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rains across the warned area. Between 3 and 4 inches of rain have already fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 2 to 3 inches are possible within the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. And it's flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Some locations that experience flash flooding include Point Baker, Roval, Allentown, Cobbtown, New York, Chumuckla, Berrydale, Brownsdale, Indian Ford, and Chumuckla Springs. Get you in a little tighter here. You got some more rain coming with this cluster right here. That what it is, it's a stall boundary. So this is the main reason why we're on the air right now, is this flash flood warning. So let's go up here and take a look at this flood advisory. These flood advisories go until 2 hours from now. I got a flood advisory for McIntosh. A flood advisory for Jackson. Not Jackson. Mobile County, my bad. George County. I'm just looking at the information here on this on the flood advisory. I didn't have enough time to get everything set up for this stream, because when there's a warning that for a threat of life and property, we go on the air. So this is for a series of thunderstorms that came across this area that's already dropped 2 to 3 inches of rain already. Between 3 and 4 inches of rain has already fallen. An additional 2 to 3 inches is expected. I'm a
Excuse me, between 3 and 4 inches of rain has already fallen. An additional 2 to 3 inches is expected.
in all these storms. They are moving. They're moving southeast. If they're not moving, they're going to become stationary, and that's what we don't want. We don't want a storm that sit there and stay over one area for a long period of time. That's how you get flooding issues to happen. These storms up here around Greenville, they are loud and proud. They got a bunch of hail cores on them. There's a nasty hail core on this cell right here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hail cores within this area right here. And it'll be interesting to see if the weather service out of Tallahassee or out of Montgomery will go severe thunderstorm warning. I think they will. Just so they just put another special weather statement out for it. Okay. This cell belongs to the Mobile area. This is the Mobile area right here. This is the Montgomery market. A lot of lightning within these storms. These storms are very energized. So we're, like I said, the main reason why we're on the air is because of this flash flood warning. If I pop on the accumulation, this will tell me how much rain's already fallen. We're about, let's see, let's get my inspector out. We've already got almost 0.9 inches of rain has already fallen. Let's go 1 hour. This tell me why. Storm total. That's what I wanted. Storm total. Within the warned area, only it says storm total is only saying about 0.10. Storm total preset. There we go. So we've already had 4 inches. We've already had 4 inches, 3 inches already fall. Get up there around J. This is all radar estimated. Around 11 inches have already fallen. I just saw 12 on there. So there's flash flooding going on up here in the top northern part of Santa Rosa County in Escambia County. Like I said, this is all just radar estimated. Saying that there's a bunch of rain fall right there in Crestview. Up here, the Bruton area, 13. Get up here around Castleberry, 8. Castleberry's seen 8. So what these storms are doing, they're pretty much training. Like, think of a train on a track, where the train doesn't go in, where the track stays there, the train keeps on going on the track. That's what these storms are like, trains on a track. These storms are what we call training. Let's see what's going on. I'm where these storms back out here. They're all moving south. They're all moving southeast. These storms.
Let's see.
Now, all these storms are moving southeast. They did go severe thunderstorm warning for these storms up here. So now we got a severe thunderstorm warning for our area. So now let's bounce to this storm. The National Weather Service in Mobile has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for west central Butler County and south central Alabama, northeastern Monroe County and south central Alabama, south central Wilcox and south central Alabama, north central Conecuh County and south central Alabama. Until 5:30, that gives it about that gives it 49 minutes on this warning. At 4:38, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles east of Verdinboro, or 13 miles south of Camden, moving southeast at 25 mile an hour. So these storms are moving southeast at 25 mile an hour. Hazard is 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. Source radar indicated impact hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Beatrice and Verdinboro. I might have butchered that. So if I called out your area of Beatrice, Verdinboro, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. So that's this storm right up here. That's this cluster. That's this cell right here. So it's moving southeast. So it's moving southeast at 25. It'll be so if I call out your area, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. So if I call out your town, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. It'll be Commerce at about 18 minutes, Deans in about 23 minutes, Grace in about 34 minutes, Garland in about 46, Wilcox in about 47 minutes, Oldham Crossroads in about 52 minutes, McKenzie in an hour, Rhodes in about an hour, Travis Bridge in about 61 minutes, Shreve in about 64 minutes, and Brooks in about 69 minutes. So this thing is being warned on wind and hail. You got a little hail core that's starting to develop right about here in that little box. You got a little hail core developing right there. So let's go in here and actually take a look inside of the storm. Nothing in the way of rotation. Nothing in the way of rotation. So it's going to be predominantly hail, and it could be wind. Let's take a 3D slice of it. Here's your hail core. There's your hail core. There's the beginning of a hail core. There's the beginning of a hail core. So you just got hail. You got hail on the front edge of the storm, and you got hail on the back of the storm. Look at the hail core of this thing. Jesus Christmas. All right, so that might be. This might have a quarter, 1 1/4, which is 1.25 inches. That is a pretty impressive hail core right here. Locations that might get that hail core Jesus. Moving southeast at 25. Chapman in 13 minutes. East Chapman in 15 minutes. Brushy Creek in about 18 minutes. Avent 20 minutes. Rhodes 26 minutes. Shell 26 minutes. Industry in 31 minutes. Okie Streak in 40 minutes. Georgiana, I'm talking to y'all. Take this storm serious. So I pulled up radar scope and was looking at that, storm, looking at the storm there that had the big hail core. It still has a pretty decent hail core right here, just north of Georgiana. You might have a little bit of hail right here in Georgiana, but that's about it. I still want y'all to take this storm seriously. I want y'all to take this storm seriously because you will have hail damage. It don't matter from what. These storms are like I said at the beginning of the stream. These storms are along a stalled boundary. So not only we're watching this storm, we got this flash flood warning that we are still paying our attention to. this severe thunderstorm. This severe thunderstorm warning goes off the board in 38 minutes. This flash flood warning, I don't think it's going to be extended. It goes off in 23 minutes. So this one, I think this one's going to go off the board right here. I want to check something real quick with the National Weather Service, and they're still going to continue with that. They're still going to continue with that flash flood warning. They're going to let it expire. They did put out a. They did put out a special weather statement. So let's go back to number 1 here, computer, please. So and let's look at this. So they went ahead. So we still got that special weather statement for this storm right here. We can still get the special weather statement for that storm. We also got another special weather statement for this storm here. Let's see what's going on here at Greenville. Let's see if we can't cut the. This is kind of a gray area for the radar. This is pretty much a area for radar. There we go. So you still got this, the special weather statement for Butler County. You still got the special weather statement for Monroe County and Wilcox. Same as that severe thunderstorm warning. Over here in Troy, you got some loud and proud thunderstorms. Over here around Cleo and Blue Springs, loud thunderstorms, really strong ones. Dothan's all quiet right now. You've got storms over around Fort Gaines, Georgia, Blakely, Georgia, and along the Alabama-Georgia line. You got a little bit of rain right here close to Enterprise in Coffee County. Geneva, you're all quiet. Let's go to the Aglin radar. All right, let's go to Mobile. Got a little rain north of Crestview. It's raining in Escambia County, Alabama, Bruton, Flemington Century, Atmore, Molino, which is right here. Watching these storms around Bay Minette and along Highway 31 around Holly Hills, Stapleton, Steelwood. Watching these storms right here. They're going to continue to track eastward. They're going to track due east. So that's going to add more rain for this area right here underneath that flash flood warning. So the National Weather Service in Mobile, they have issued a flood advisory for this area, thunderstorms right here. Like I said, these storms have been training. And the Storm Protection Center has its whole area and a marginal risk for severe weather. The slight risk is over here, Texas and New Mexico. So what this is, this front's just stalling. I'll show you without the radar on there. See, the Gulf Coast is on a level 1, and that includes Dothan. The slight risk is over here, New Mexico and Texas. And the day 2 outlook has the same areas in Texas, and under a marginal risk, you got Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, in a marginal risk, and then you have places over here in Iowa, South Dakota, Nebraska, Illinois, Wisconsin, and a marginal risk. Day 3, same areas in Texas for the marginal risk as today, and then the marginal risk goes for Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, and that's it. But back to the radar. Back to the radar. We're gonna watch this area right here. We're gonna watch pretty much this area right here. We're gonna pretty much watch this whole area right here. We got power outages getting reported now for Butler County, 248 customers without power. In Conecuh County, you have 61 customers without power right now. Over here in Washington County, you got 177 customers without power. So these storms, they are wind producers. It'll be interesting to see what the National Weather Service does with these cluster of storms right here. I'm thinking they're going to go severe thunderstorm warning, but you can never be sure. I'm gonna step off the air just 1 second. We're still waiting on the National Weather Service to see what they're going to do with the storms right up here around Georgiana. As they get towards Andalusia up, that's going to be handed off to Tallahassee. It'll be interesting to see what the National Weather Service in Tallahassee does with this. Tallahassee is also going with special weather statements around Troy for this cluster of storms right here. We do have one severe thunderstorm warning up here in the Birmingham area. This will come out towards the Mobile and onto the Tallahassee markets. So now, since we don't have the severe thunderstorm warning for Monroe, so that's off the board. Let's go down to our flash flood warning. That's why we're on the air. We got 14 minutes left with this flash flood warning. Why is there 2 warnings?
We're still waiting on the National Weather Service to see what they're going to do with the
We're starting to have light rainfall in the area right now.
as they get
Rainfall rate for that,
Andalusia up
I can tell you what's going on. The rainfall rates over here
Tallahassee.
in Escambia and Escambia County, Alabama. Rainfall rates are going. The heaviest one's going at 1.35 inches an hour. Nothing in Santa Rosa County just yet.
Up here in the Birmingham area, this will come out towards the
So the reason why we got this flash flood warning is we got areas estimated by radar up to 11 inches. I just saw a 12-inch in there. 12.34, 12.18. This is why we got the flash flood warning, because we're starting to get into the 4 or 5 inches. That, keep in mind, these are estimated by radar. From the text here, we got 12 more minutes on this warning. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rains across the warned area. Between 3 and 4 inches of rain have already fallen, as it's clearly evident by radar up in this area here. Up from, I would say, right here and on up. So let's go back to the text. 3 to 4 inches have already fallen. Additional 2 to 3 inches are possible within the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Flash flooding, what the hazardous flash flooding caused by thunderstorms? You got pretty much light rain falling now. No extreme heavy thunderstorms. Flash flooding involves small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as poor drainage in low-lying areas. Give me 1 second. I have to do something here.
So the reason why I'm getting the flash flood warning is we got areas estimated by radar up to 11 inches. I just saw 12 inches in there.
All right, so that's pretty much why we got that flash flood warning, is because we got 3 to 4 inches estimated by radar that's already fallen. More radar is expecting more storms to come in that warned area. We have 10 minutes on that storm, so let's go ahead and pop on the reflectivity. Let's run future radar. Let's run the HRRR. Let's run the HRRR and see what the HRRR is going to say. No, that's surface-based CAPE. We don't need that. We need composite reflectivity. This look is valid at 6 o'clock. This look is valid at 6. Got a little rain coming back into the warned area, north of Milton, north of Pace, around the Chamalicla area, the Quintet area. You still got pretty good, nasty storms around the Bruton, Atmore, Citronelle area. Bay Minette getting a little bit of rain. Daphne, Loxley getting a little bit of rain. This look is valid at 7. So this is 2 hours from now. Nasty thunderstorms around the Bruton area, coming into the Andalusia area. A little bit of rain coming down, coming into the Covington County, over here back towards Escambia County, Alabama. Nasty thunderstorm right here along I-10 coming towards Florida. When you're coming out of Florida into Mobile, Spanish Fort getting a little bit of wet weather. Sarah Land, Citronelle getting a little bit of rain. 8 o'clock rolls around. That's when a thunderstorm can get into Pensacola, around the Pensacola area. around the Mobile Pritchard area, the Saraland area, the I-10 area over here by Loxley. Here's the Loxley exit. This is the Baldwin Beach Express. The Bucky sits right here around the Seminole area. This look is valid at 9 o'clock around the Blackwater Bay area, East Bay area, south of Milton. Over here around Gulfport Bay, St. Louis, got a nasty storm there. Rain around the Bay Minette, Spanish Fort, Loxley, Daphne area. Not Daphne. Fairhope. Fairhope sits right here. Daphne. Yeah, it was Daphne right up here. Around the Bay Minette area.
What? Mr. Bossman? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Just 1 second. I'm gonna get to you. Can you give a? Actually, let's do it right now. Can you tell me what's going on back around your area in Northwest Florida?
Well, a couple of days ago, it rained in Jay so bad that it was like 5 feet of water or something like that.
I gotcha. See, north of Mountain right now, there's a flash flood warning. We got rainfall rates around the 3 to 4 inches. 3 to 4 inches have already fallen in that warned area. I'm primarily concerned about the flooding risk over there. Are y'all seeing any flooding back in your area?
No, so far it hasn't been raining that bad yet, but I see clouds start rolling in.
I gotcha. I'm looking at the HRRR, which is future radar, and when I bring it back towards about 6 o'clock, so that's about an hour from now, you got a little bit of rain that's going to come around the Milton area. About 8 o'clock at the Pensacola area, and about 11 o'clock y'all go dry. So what's happening with these storms is they're along a boundary that's stalled out. I would like to take the radar off, or take the HRRR off, because we do have to talk about this flood advisory or flash flood warning that just went to a flash flood warning. This is for southwestern Butler County in south central Alabama, north central Conecuh County in south central Alabama, northeastern Monroe County in south central Alabama, and south central Wilcox County in south central Alabama. This is for the storm that came out. This is for that storm that is still sitting over Monroe County. Mr. Jones, while I got you here on the stream, for the weather time severe weather coverage, you said y'all are all dry in Northwest Florida?
For now, but I think it's supposed to start raining soon.
I gotcha. You do have a little bit of rain coming up to you from Pensacola. It shouldn't be heavy rain at all.
I gotcha.
If it gets bad in there, please let us know. Shoot me a message. If you got any flood reports or damage reports, please send them this way. We'll get that shared out on the air. As I got everybody on the air right now, that storm that's around Beatrice and Georgiana, it's all moving southeast at 25 mile an hour. We got 4 minutes left on this flash flood warning. Part of me is saying that the National Weather Service is going to let it go. As I look at the National Weather Service chat, they issued the flood advisory for Butler. Okay, never mind. They issued a flash flood warning for Butler, Conecuh, Monroe, Wilcox until 8 o'clock tonight. They canceled the flash flood advisory. They canceled the flood advisory for Butler, Conecuh, Monroe. They issued the flash flood warning instead. They did cancel the National Weather Service canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Butler, Conecuh, Monroe, and Wilcox. That was this storm. That was this storm right here. That was our storm. This is our storm right here that they canceled it for. So that severe thunderstorm warning is off the board. So far, Mr. Jonesy, I don't see any storm reports. Are y'all seeing? You said that y'all are dry in Santa Rosa County, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the stream going. We're going to switch gears. We're still gonna watch this this flash flood warning, but here in about 2 minutes, this thing's gonna expire, and Mr. Jones, we're just waiting on the National Weather Service to see what they do with this flash flood warning.
I got you. So we're just waiting to hear any word from them.
Yep, we're just waiting on it right now. They did issue a flash flood warning for Alabama, for the storm in Alabama. So we're gonna be on the air for that. Thankfully, we don't have any tornado warnings.
Thank God.
I know y'all got rocked pretty hard the other day. Was it with severe weather?
Oh yeah.
So we're going to watch this storm right here. This is the storm of concern.
I got a question for you too.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever end up using that intro song thing?
Yes, I used it today.
Dang, I'm about to go back and listen to it.
It sounded great.
Awesome.
So, Jonesy, since I got my one of the guys on the ground that I trust a lot. We have power outages to discuss now, Jonesy. We out in Butler County, Alabama. This is the Greenville area. We got 831 customers without power in Butler County.
That's a lot of customers.
Conecuh County has 61 customers without power. And Washington County has 177 customers without power. Wilcox County now is reporting 366 customers without power. So these storms, they are doing severe damage. They're wind producers, and the special weather statement has gone off the board. So the special weather statement for Butler County that is off the board now. So now all we have is this flash flood warning. How are the roads back in Santa Rosa County and Escambia County?
The waves?
No, the road. Are they dry? Are they wet?
They're dry. They're dry for now until that rain comes.
I got you.
But I'll keep an eye out on the weather, and if anything happens, I'll let you know.
All right. This is my technical producer, Mr. Jonesy. He runs the It's Weather Time technical stuff. He's the one. He's helped me put this stream on so many times. Jonesy, we appreciate that, and we'll be on the lookout.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So what we got now is just this cluster of thunderstorms. We just got this cluster of thunderstorms right here around the Georgiana area. Looks like they're slowly weakening, but not but not much. So now this flash flood warning is now off the board. They did not want to renew it. So let's see what they said about this new flash flood warning.
I got a question for you too. Did you ever end up using that intro song thing? Dang, I'm about to go back and listen to it. Awesome.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the radar. I'm gonna go ahead and read this text out to you. This expires in 2 hours 43 minutes. The National Weather Service in Mobile has issued a flash flood warning for the counties listed until 8 o'clock. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rains across the warned area. Between 3 and 4 inches of rain have fallen. Additional amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible within the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Impact flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Georgiana, McKenzie, Beatrice, Vernonboro, Old Texas, Mixonville, Commerce, Dean, Skinnerton, Awen, Riley, Butler Springs, McWilliams, Turnbull, Biles, Grace, Cooks Cross Road, Providence, Starlington, and Pine Orchard. Listed for this cluster of storms right here that is still training over the same area